Hello everyone, and welcome to AgentFest. My name is Jeremiah Stone, and I am the Chief Technology Officer here at SnapLogic. Over the last year, AI has crossed a critical threshold from assisting work to executing it. And as that shift happens, the focus is moving beyond building agents to running agents in real enterprise workflows. Agents are opening and resolving tickets. Agents are retrieving data from systems. Agents are coordinating complex workflows across applications. As AI begins to take on real work, those agents are not coming from one place. They're being built everywhere. They're being built across SaaS platforms, AI providers, and custom frameworks. They're inside Salesforce, inside ServiceNow, and built on platforms like AWS and Google and Azure. Also on vendor-neutral platforms like SnapLogic, and it seems like every Y Combinator company on the planet. Even inside enterprise applications themselves, agents are emerging everywhere, and no single platform will own them. And that fundamentally changes how work gets done in the enterprise. For the past several decades, enterprise software has primarily supported human tasks and decision-making. Now AI is beginning to participate directly in operational work. As that happens, a new kind of enterprise architecture is emerging, one where AI agents operate across systems, workflows, and data sources. One where AI is embedded directly into how the business runs. I believe that every company will eventually become an agentic company. Not because it sounds exciting, not because the tech is cool, though it is, but because the economics and competitive advantage of automation and decision acceleration will make it inevitable. Now, the interesting thing is this shift is already underway. Across the enterprise software ecosystem, AI assistants and copilots have become standard. If you look at Workday, Salesforce, Microsoft, ServiceNow, and many others, AI is now embedded directly in the interface of enterprise applications. But copilots are only the first phase. And to be honest, it's not clear that these isolated capabilities will deliver systemic impact that matters. The next phase is operational AI, agents that plan and execute multi-step tasks across systems, agents that interact with enterprise workflows, agents that become participants in the processes that run the business, in some cases, taking over tasks or task families completely. And that's where things start to get interesting. Because once agents begin interacting with real systems and real workflows, something much bigger becomes possible. AI stops being an individual productivity tool and starts becoming a business competitive advantage. Now, despite all of the excitement around AI, the reality inside enterprises is actually quite sobering. Industry research shows that roughly 95% of AI initiatives fail to deliver measurable, sustained P&L value. Why? Because most AI investments have been focused on individual productivity, giving every employee a co-pilot. That helps individuals, but it doesn't deliver sustained P&L impact. What we've learned from over 40 years of enterprise software is that repeatable, high-quality processes are what deliver sustained business improvement and long-term return on invested capital. The real challenge is operationalizing AI inside of your enterprise environments, running real workflows, connecting to real systems, operating with real governance, security, and control. That's where the difficulty begins. AI models are extraordinary. They can generate, analyze, summarize, and plan. But enterprise execution is a different problem. Enterprises run on complex workflows that span hundreds of systems. They require governed access to enterprise data. They require reliable orchestration across applications and services. They require auditability, compliance, and control. And they require the ability to handle errors, escalation paths, and access to human oversight. AI models are not designed to handle that environment on their own, and they're not going to get there anytime soon. Intelligence is not execution. That means that before enterprises can even start building agents, there's a more fundamental question that needs to be answered. Which workflows should involve AI and agents? Where does AI actually create measurable business value? Which processes are structured enough to automate and can provide impact? Which outcomes matter enough to justify all of the work, transformation, and change? The most successful AI initiatives are not open-ended experiments. They are targeted workflows with clear business outcomes. Based on our experience, let me show you what to look for. We've spent the last several years working with customers across financial services, entertainment, manufacturing, healthcare, and professional services. A clear pattern has emerged. The processes where AI agents deliver the greatest return share three characteristics. First, they're high volume. Staff are executing the same rough steps, sometimes hundreds or more times a day, across disconnected systems. The steps themselves aren't necessarily complex. It's the volume that kills you. Second, they're data lookup intensive. You're not just querying one database. You're pulling from 5, 10, 15 different systems, ERP, CRM, document management, regulatory databases, and cross-referencing structured data with unstructured documents. This is where integration becomes essential. An agent that can only see one system isn't an agent. It's a chatbot. Third, they require decision support with contextual reasoning. Approvals, escalations, risk assessments. Until now, these required a person because you needed to synthesize context across both structured data and unstructured documents. AI models are now capable of handling this analysis, but only if they're carefully harnessed and have access to the right data. Loan underwriting, client onboarding, enterprise search, fraud investigation, compliance review, sales intelligence, proposal creation, all great examples. If you see those three characteristics, high volume, data lookup intensive, and decision support requiring contextual reasoning, you're looking at a high-value agentic AI candidate. Today, you'll see exactly these kinds of processes in action. That brings us to the architectural insight behind what is necessary to deliver the agentic enterprise. If we look at the emergent AI stack required for enterprise AI, it has several layers. At the top are AI agents, built across SaaS platforms, custom frameworks, and tools like our Agent Creator. Below them sit the AI models. But between the agents and enterprise systems, two critical layers must exist. First, the orchestration layer. This is a new layer, responsible for governance, security, and observability across these AI workflows. But orchestration without integration is empty. You cannot orchestrate what you can't connect to. The integration layer, connecting to enterprise data, applications, APIs, and thousands of other systems, is what makes orchestration real and high impact. Without these layers, agents remain demonstrations. With them, they become infrastructure. Fortunately, integration platforms were built for exactly this purpose: connecting systems, moving data, orchestrating workflows, enforcing governance. AI agents are simply the newest participants in these kinds of workflows, which is why integration becomes the foundation of the agentic enterprise. This is exactly the problem SnapLogic was built to solve. SnapLogic is the agentic integration platform that orchestrates AI-powered workflows across enterprise applications, data, and systems. The platform enables organizations to connect agents with enterprise systems, to coordinate workflows across applications, data, and people, and to govern AI execution across complex enterprise environments. Now, as we said earlier, no single vendor will own all the agents. How could they? Instead, enterprises will operate in many different environments where many different agents interact with enterprise systems and workflows. What organizations need, therefore, is a governed orchestration layer that enables those agents to operate safely and reliably, regardless of where they were built. And that's exactly the role that SnapLogic plays. One unified platform, connecting agents, orchestrating workflows, and earning trust. To To support this architecture, we continue to invest, run fast, and expand the platform. From the start, SnapLogic has been model independent, providing deep, consistent support for OpenAI, Anthropic, Google Gemini, and all of the different models available on Amazon Bedrock, as well as models off of Hugging Face and other places. You can choose the right model for the job or switch providers entirely without rewriting the entire system around your agents. Recent innovations include enhancements to Agent Creator that simplify building and deploying agent workflows, an enterprise-grade MCP server with OAuth support, and new capabilities we are announcing today include AI Gateway, which governs how agents interact with your enterprise systems, Trusted Agent Identity, which enhances security via token propagation, and new SnapGPT capabilities that assist developers in building and managing AI workflows. It's really an exciting time. Across our customers today, we are already seeing AI-powered workflows running in production and delivering real impact. Financial institutions are automating underwriting processes, KYC, anti-money laundering. You'll hear from one of them today. Operations teams are coordinating cross-system investigations. Customer support teams are using AI agents to interact with enterprise systems and knowledge and increase ticket deflection and provide better support at a lower cost. These are not theoretical capabilities. They are real workflows running today. And that brings us to the broader journey enterprises are beginning to take. Let's face it, most organizations today are still very early in the enterprise AI lifecycle. Some are experimenting with AI. Others are building their very first agents. But the real transformation begins when AI becomes embedded in enterprise workflows, when agents connect to real systems, when workflows span applications and data, and when AI begins to deliver measurable business outcomes. That transition from experimentation to enterprise execution is happening now. Today, you will see exactly how this works in practice. You'll hear from companies all running AI workflows in production. You'll see the architecture behind enterprise AI orchestration, and you'll see demonstrations of how agents interact with enterprise systems safely and reliably. It's an extremely exciting time. Let's go.